that you can hear me and that you can actually see the presentation.
Yes, yeah, we can.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, just bear with me 1 second. So my name's Claire. I'm the clinical recruitment manager for Alliance Medical, and I've been with Alliance Medical, in fact, tomorrow, 18 years. And I started life with Alliance as a CT senior radiographer, and then moved from that position after about 5 years into our clinical training team. And then about 3 years after that into our management team, where I managed a team of clinical staff. And about 2 years ago, I joined our HR team, and I'm responsible for our graduate and undergraduate pathways and university relations. So I want to tell you a little bit about our graduate scheme and your pathway on that graduate scheme with us. So Alliance Medical has been established for just over 25 years, and each year Alliance provides imaging services to over 500,000 patients throughout the UK, and we provide services both for the NHS and the private sector. And there's three main areas that we provide services for. We provide services for diagnostic imaging, which is MRI and CT, molecular imaging, which is PET-CT, and we also have a large radiopharmacy unit, which we produce our own FDG for distribution across the country to our PET centres. As I'm sure you're all aware, the demand for diagnostics, and you'll have seen it in your own hospitals and the units that your students in, it's increasing year on year. And Alliance Medical are committed to being part of the solution to providing diagnostics, and we're working with NHS and private providers and universities to meet this demand. We're currently providing a large CT contract for NHS England to meet the demands of COVID as well. So what kind of things do we offer as Alliance Medical? We're working towards long-term sustainable partnership solutions. So that can be anything from a mobile MRI, CT or PET-CT scanner, which goes to the back of a hospital or in a car park for that matter, and provides a service that's a short-term service, so 1 day, 2 days, but it comes and goes. We also provide what's called a relocatable service, or a modular service. So that's a longer term service where we might be supporting an NHS trust for 2, 3, 4 days or a month. We also have lots of static units or integrated units where we work in partnership with the hospital department ourselves. So this little map just gives you an idea of our locations, static and mobiles. And we have about 50 to 60 mobile scanners across the UK, and about 60 static services across the UK and Ireland, and we employ 400 plus radiographers and PET techs across the UK and Ireland. So to give you an idea of what our mission, values and our strategies are, is our our ethos that we ask our staff to follow is that we are getting better every day, and we follow some main principles of efficiency, learning, excellence, collaboration, and at the centre of everything is our patients, and we want to be open and honest with the service that we provide. I'm not going to go through all of our visions and values. They're there for you to read as part of the presentation, but the key message is that at the centre of everything we do are our patients and our staff, and we want to provide an open and honest environment in everything that we do. And we ensure that for our patients and for you as our staff, that it's an environment that we listen to you, we care, and we respond to any queries that you have. So what can we offer you as a student within Alliance Medical? So we can offer opportunities in a formal placement environment, and that's where you would spend some of your formal placement time with us. For you guys, it's more of an elective perspective where you can come and spend some time with us in MRI, CT or PET-CT. We can tailor what you want to see, the amount of time that you want to spend with us and where you go to meet your needs. And all you do is drop us a quick email at our Alliance email address. And I know I've been arranging some electives for some of the third year students at some of our sites. So that's been working well. We do have to be mindful of COVID at the moment, so it is taking us a little bit longer to find you a placement, but we will endeavour to do that where we can. We've got some brochures that we can distribute that are in a digital version so that you can have a read of them. We've got a graduate scheme brochure, we've got an elective brochure, and then we've got our careers prospectus. We are currently updating this, so it will look a little bit different, but that can provide you with information about your journey throughout your career with Alliance Medical. So your options for electives, as I said, we can offer MR, CT or PET CT, and these are within our static or mobile units across the UK. We can match your location with one of our services, and we can look to work to design an elective or placement that suits you. There's some general themes that we can help involve you in and teach you with, and that is dependent on the amount of time that you spend with us. But you could see anything from basic patient preparation and positioning. We can teach you the basic understanding of principles, give you an overview of an equipment and image quality, and some understanding of protocols and why we're doing the examinations that we're doing. And that's all dependent on the time that you spend with us. But that's what you can expect from the time that you will have with Alliance Medical doing an elective. So if you joined us as a graduate, what could your graduate pathway look like? So Alliance's graduate scheme is open for anyone who's 0 to 1 year post-qualified. And the scheme itself is a 1 or a 2 year scheme, and that's dependent on the experience that you've had in the year post-qualifying. Some people have gained some experience in cross-sectional imaging, some have gained none. So it all depends on what you've seen in that time of post-qualifying, depends on which pathway we place you on. But during the time that you're with us, the scheme itself, we will give you an introduction to the basic essentials of the examinations for the area that you're working in, MRI, CT or PET. 0 to 6 months is that initial introductory phase where we sort of support you in the learning and guide you through the initial steps of your training. From 6 to 12 months, we consolidate and build upon your initial training and knowledge. And then at the 12-month mark, we can offer you training into the other modalities. So if you started in MR, we can start to cross-train you in CT or PET CT. And you'll move through those modalities and start to sort of consolidate that knowledge you've learned in the early stages. There's incremental pay at key stages during the scheme, and you'll be able to see your salary sort of grow and increase as you progress with your skills. So what can we offer you and as a graduate? That's experience and opportunity, and both of these are essential to help you grow and develop professionally. We believe you're part of our team, and we call ourselves the family in Alliance Medical, but we very much value graduates in our business, and we want you to be part of our sort of pathway and our growth as you grow and develop as well. So what does your graduate offer look like with Alliance Medical? It's a permanent contract of employment starting at £24,907, and that's subject to pay review, which for Alliance Medical is an annual pay review. The offer that we will make you is subject to receipt of your HCPC registration. So we are accepting applications from those of you who are due to qualify this year. We'll make an offer to you, and that offer will be subject to you gaining your registration. Your salary will go up incrementally at key stages throughout the 2 years, and it's reviewed every 6 months. We'll make a contribution towards your student loan if you have one of £1,000. Unfortunately, it goes directly to the student loan company and not yourself, so don't get overly excited. We provide you a company car dependent on the role, and that is for our mobile roles. It's on-the-job training, and it's you working as part of our team, part of our dynamic workforce. And we provide you mentor support through our senior staff. We currently have 21 graduates who are training in MRI, CT or PET CT, and they work across our mobile and static units. We have 11 graduates who've now completed their training scheme and pathway in MRI, CT or PET. And of the 11 who've completed that pathway, 5 have been promoted to a senior radiographer. So that's quite a rapid acceleration from joining us post-qualified straight from your gaining your HCPC to 2 years in and becoming a senior radiographer. And that's because of the training, support and development that we will provide you during that time you spend with us. These are just some exciting pictures that I'd like to share with you. So we've purchased a new CT scanner. It's the first in the UK, and it's called an expandable healthcare solution. And Alliance Medical are the first UK providers to have one of these scanners. And I'm really excited to share it with you because I was part of the design of these scanners. So they're a completely new concept. There's a huge, it's like a drawbridge up into the scanner, and these sides expand out to provide a waiting room, a cannulation area, and then a very large scanning platform and environment for the patients. And we developed this scanner based on feedback from our staff, the working environment that they'd like to work in, and the feedback from our patients. And we purchased one of these last year, and we now have 5 across the UK, and we're about to purchase 2 more. There's a link just at the bottom there which you can follow, and it tells you a little bit more about that. And the scanners that we've got on these Mobile Medical Plus solutions are GE and Siemens scanners. If you'd like to get in touch with us, there's some details of how you can do that, and you can drop us an email at graduate@alliance, or you can visit our careers site at inside@alliance.co.uk, and there's a whole host of information on there that tells you about our business. It's got some case studies of our graduates that we've got with us at the moment. And it tells you a bit more about the working environment in terms of benefits that you can have by joining Alliance, and just a real helpful sort of area and platform to have a look at what opportunities are available for you. I'm going to try and play a video. I'm not quite sure if it'll work, but this is a video of our mobile scanner. It's the Mobile Medical Plus, and I hope it works. Please, someone give me a thumbs up if it actually does work, because I have no idea if it will.
Yeah, perfect.
So thank you for your time today. I hope I've stopped sharing that now. And what I would like to say is, you know, I've been with Alliance a long time, and I love working for Alliance Medical, and we really do value the students that come and join us, whether it's just for a short period of time, whether it's for a day, you know, or 3 or 4 days, but actually, you know, come and spend some time with us, get to see what it's like to work out on a mobile or in one of our integrated units. And you know, it's an exciting workplace. It's different, and it's certainly challenging, but it's exceptionally rewarding. And you know, we'd love to see some of you come and join us. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Claire. So
we are a site and trust of 7 hospitals, 2 larger sites and 5 smaller sites. We currently have the Leeds Children's Hospital, which is under development. as a trust of this size, we offer all NHS services, radiology